Hello and welcome to the July pickups video. Today is the 1st of July and I have about four things for right now. Just this small sack which flashing I just get one of it away. So yeah, I have those four plus something else that I want to show off. So let's start off with the very first thing that I bought. And that is South Park Imagination Land. Now, I already own South Park Season 11, which has the three-part Imagination Land in it. So then why did I buy the DVD of those three episodes? It's because this version was edited into a movie. Imagination Land was originally supposed to be a second South Park film, but Matt Stone and Trey Parker weren't feeling it, so then they turned it into three episodes. However, for this physical release, it's edited together as a movie, and on top of that, there's additional scenes that isn't included on the standard season box set. So that's why I paid the 150 for this. Now, there's something interesting that's with this, not just what I just talked about. So on the back there we have Man Bear Pig, which in this was imaginary, but later on in the show became an actual thing, and was the main antagonist of the specials. What one was it? Streaming Wars Parts 1 and 2. But the thing that's interesting for me anyway is this is an ex-rental from a place called Chartbusters. Now, Chartbusters was a video rental place in Ireland. They shut down, I think, in 2007, 2008, maybe 2009. I'm not 100% sure. But this Chartbusters was one of two video rental stores that we had in Ireland. The one where I live closed down pretty early though. I can't remember exactly when it closed down, but it was that Chartbusters plus Extravision, which are two Irish chains. So yeah, they used to put the logo there for, I believe it was just for rentals. I'm not too sure if it was for everything, but yeah. So that that's pretty cool because it has meaning to me because I remember renting stuff from Chartbusters back in the day when I was a kid, VHSs and all that stuff. So moving on to what I got yesterday. So it's all CEX pickups basically. So we have a movie and we have a play. So the movie that I have, I bought it again after getting rid of it sometime last year. I think was when I massively downsized my DVD collection of movies that I have seen. And I stupidly got rid of this without realizing that yes, it does have a Blu-ray, but it was a Blu-ray released by a boutique label only in the US, so it's stupidly expensive, and that is for the first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger film. So yeah, I know as well. Video Tasties had to watch this for a subscriber special, which he did not like. For me, I do love it because it's something I grew up on. I mention it a lot. I grew up on Power Rangers, mainly the Disney era of the show when the show was owned by Disney, and around then and just slightly before then when it was still owned by Saban, but then when it progressed over to Disney, and just before Saban bought it back for the Neo Saban era, that's when I stopped around 2008. 2007, 2008 was when I stopped. Um, but yeah, so yeah, it was a boutique label. Shout Factory were the one who put out a lot of the Power Ranger full seasons because they never really had full seasons. They had like DVD volumes, which I do collect because that's the only way I'm ever gonna like properly own some of this stuff for Power Rangers, because since Shout Factory don't produce the full seasons or the Blu-ray for this and the Turbo one, it is extremely expensive on the secondary market. On top of that, it's a US only thing. So it's region 1, so I don't think my Xbox One can play it. I've never tested it out because I don't think I own any region 1s in my collection. But yeah, so that's why I've had to go out and buy this, and whenever I run across Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, I'll add that back into the collection as well. So yeah, now moving on, I have seen the movie of this, I own the movie of this on Blu-ray, but I've never seen the play version. So I had to, once I saw it there and saw how cheap it was, I was like, okay, I'll get it. And that is the staged concert of Les Miserables, um, done in 2019. So this is the 35th anniversary version of the play for when being in London's West End. So for €3.50, I had to pick it up because again, I have seen the movie, I just haven't seen the play. Now, I initially thought that this anniversary edition was the one that was going to have everyone who's ever played in the London West End on it. You know, come back towards the end of the play. But I was informed that was only for the 25th anniversary one. Because my nanny absolutely loves this play. Loves the 25th anniversary version, which is what she has recorded on her Sky. But like I said, I do want to check out the play version of this at some point. So for $3.50, I was like, sure, I will add this into the collection and I'll watch it at some point. And then the last thing that I have from CEX is what I picked up today, because I've been leaving this there specifically for in case I'm just struggling to find something to pick up. And this time, as you've seen, from when I teased it off, is the complete Series 7 of Will and Grace. I have seasons 1, 2, I think 3, no, 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So I needed, of course, season 7. So I've been holding it off for that one instance where I'm shit out of luck. There's nothing else here for me to buy, so I'll just buy this. And for the €4, I bought it because there's some actually pretty interesting guest stars this season. You have Alec Baldwin, Seth Green, Jeff Goldblum, Janet Jackson, Jennifer Lopez is also in it, Luke Perry, and Sharon Stone. So yeah, happy to add this into the collection because again, I grew up on this. Haven't seen every single episode and haven't even watched the continuation that they've done, but I'm happy enough to add this into the collection. And so yeah, now it's just one more thing to show off, and it's a hoodie for my favorite band, which is actually behind me once I take off the sticker there. So yeah, my cousin and his girlfriend went to Download Festival, which, in case you don't know what Download Festival is, it's a festival for like all sorts of different metal genre of bands go, like Pantera, Slipknot, Avenged Sevenfold, Sum 41, Bowling for Soup. All those subgenres, they go there, and it's a once a year thing. And so it was his first time going, and Avenged Sevenfold, my favorite band, was headlining, and I asked him, "Whilst you're there, can you get me a T-shirt or a hoodie?" And he pulled through. I just got it today. Met him for lunch, and yeah, here it is, my Avenged Sevenfold hoodie. I'm going to pause whilst I put it on. Okay, so yeah, here it is, and this is now my new favorite hoodie, and will always be my go-to hoodie. It's a 2X. I'm a 3X, but it still fits fine and perfect. I have no issues with it whatsoever, and this will be my favorite hoodie because in case you don't know, I normally when I'm leaving the house will always have a hoodie on. So I have a good few downstairs. I have a Simpsons one, and now I have a hoodie from my favorite band of all time. I have all their albums. Anytime there's a new album out, I will buy it day fucking one. I love all their music. Even their first album, Sounding the Seven Trumpets, which isn't all that good of an album, but I still love it because it's my favorite band. And they're the first concert I ever seen. And I'm rambling at this point. So I am going to pause whilst we see what else I can get throughout the rest of the month. So yeah, it'll be a second for you. Let's see what I get for the rest of the month. Okay, so I now have three more things to show off: a Blu-ray and two DVDs. If you hear a cat meowing in the background, that is because Oliver is upstairs. He's now actually in the room. So yeah, I'm happy enough that he's able to come up the stairs by himself. But you would have seen that over on the vlog channel at the beginning of the month. So yeah, I suppose I'll go again in order of when I got things. So yes, all from CEX, no charity shop, because there were two things that I would have gotten in my local Oxfam for a charity shop. Tried to grab Oliver, but he doesn't want to be picked up just yet. And they had The Greatest Showman on Blu-ray, which I don't think I own, as well as Paddington 2, which is another one that I do want to own. Until I realized that the cover arts weren't original. Uh, so I was like, I kind of don't want them because of that. As well as Paddington was missing a disc. So I'm not sure if they were like bootlegs, like the Tenacious D that I have, or if they're just cover reprints that someone did to donate them. So I ended up just leaving them behind. But here's what I did get. So as you know, I growing up as a fan of Power Rangers, and unfortunately, um, there is no way for me to collect the full seasons because they were produced by Shout Factory, an American boutique label, which means they are NTSC, which means I don't know if I can play them on my Xbox. So whenever I find these random volumes in CEX, I will usually pick them up to add to my collection. And we have here one of my favorite seasons, and that is Power Rangers Ninja Storm. This one is Looming Thunder. So I have no idea what episodes is on this one. I suppose I could just quickly read the back. Oh, I think this might be in around the time. Yeah, this might be in around the time that the Thunder Rangers showed up. Pretty early on into the show. So yeah, Ninja Storm is one of my favorite Disney era Ranger teams. It was actually the season after this, Dino Thunder and SPD. I'd say Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD are my favorite from the Disney era Power Rangers. So then yesterday for me, I picked up two things for the collection. One is a movie that I haven't seen, but it's something that I've been keeping an eye out for because I do want to have it in the collection for when I do go to review it. As I said in a channel update, I will be continue reviewing this franchise after my hot take on the first one, which is a big mad hot take, and that is the first movie in this franchise sucks. He's playing with a bit of paper now that he found on the floor. So I'm literally actually about to tidy up this room. But the movie in question is the third Alien film. So there goes the fucking disc. So yeah, at some point in the near future, I will of course get back to reviewing this franchise because I have finished my review of the Predator franchise. I am one away from finishing my reviews for the Rocky franchise as well as the what's the other one? The Terminator franchise. So I'm going to need new franchises to pick up to start reviewing. So it's going to be Alien and Die Hard that I'll start to review next. So yeah, it was €1 for the DVD copy. I'll add it into the collection because, like I said, I do want to review it at some point. I was supposed to review it at a different point in time, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I changed what I ended up reviewing. Which I think was Liar Liar. Was what I changed it to instead of this. But speaking of Terminator, again, another franchise that I have very hot takes on, and that is the first one I did not like. It gave me a headache. The second one, which is the one I picked up on Blu-ray, I paid a tenner for. I did enjoy this one. The third one wasn't all that bad. Um, then Salvation again wasn't all that bad. I found some enjoyment out of it. And then Genesis, I really enjoyed. I thought was really really good. So it's only the newest one, Dark Fate or Dark Frontier. I think it's Dark Fate. Is what I have to left to review for this franchise, and yeah, that is basically everything that I have to show off for right now. I was going to wait until I got a bit more, but because I'm going to be cleaning this room, I want to put them on the shelves. So yeah, I'll be back when I get more stuff for now. I think I might be actually taking a trip up to Dublin soon, which won't be filmed. It's just going to be me taking my normal trip up to Dublin. But yeah, I will see you in a second to see what else I picked up. Okie dokie. So normally I would have waited until I got a few more things, because I have ordered one thing from which is probably not going to get here by the time before this video goes out. It's a Star Trek Picard com badge, the future one that we've seen in All Good Things, as well as any future version in both DS9, Voyager, and we've seen it actually in use during Star Trek Prodigy. I have ordered a toy from eBay, and I've ordered a Blu-ray from Amazon. But because I found this, which I already made a post about, if you've seen my community tab, my Instagram or Twitter, then you know that I have already posted about this. So I have 3 Blu-rays. I'm going to save the best for last, because the best for last is a really expensive Blu-ray. So I went into CEX after picking up this really expensive Blu-ray. I had a look last night on the website. There's only really 2 that I needed. I'm going to hope that one of them is the correct one that I need and not the other one that I need. So I'll find out now in a second. But we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I actually really liked this film. I know not a lot of people did, but I enjoyed it. I love the 3 Ant-Man films. I went to see Quantumania last year. I enjoyed it. Granted, I haven't rewatched it since. I definitely enjoyed this, and I loved the first Ant-Man film. They don't get much praise, the Ant-Man films. Well, this one and the third one doesn't get too much praise, but I really did enjoy this one. So I'm happy for €2 to add this into my collection. The other one that I'm going to hope is the right one that I got is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I haven't seen either of them. I think I have the one I have is the first one that I got in a charity shop, I believe. So this obviously does come with a really cool looking slipcover. So for €4, I'll add it into the collection. If not, if this is the wrong one, then I'll just bring it back. So I'm going to go pause and double check. Okay, just double checked. Yes, this is the one that I need because I have the first one. So yeah, that basically means I'll have all the Spider-Man films actually now on Blu-ray. I have the Sam Raimi trilogy. I have, these 2, plus I have the Tom Holland ones. So now it's time to talk about the first thing that I got today. So yeah, I had planned to go up to Dublin today, but I changed my mind because I had very limited money after I paid certain bills, and I like to keep some money for the weekend to walk down to my local deli to get like a sandwich or a roll or something, over the course of the weekend. And so knowing that, and knowing the fact that anytime I've gone up to Dublin, I end up spending about 130. would not have been a good idea, you know, because I would have been going in maybe spending at minimum €20 in one place. Might need, you know, I might have gone into HMV and walked out empty-handed. I probably would have gone something in Liffey Street. I probably would have left Forbidden Planet empty-handed unless I got like some cheap comics. I would have left. I probably would have gone something in Westmoreland, and I would have gotten something in Georgia Street. But still, on top of that, the weather's shitty, so I didn't want to. So I ended up buying, like I said, three things. So when I got the bus in, I went in here first to Oxfam, the charity shop that I go to, and I noticed this straight away. So I walk in, I walk over to where the DVDs are, and sitting on the shelf was this, and my jaw dropped. I was like, is this legit? Is this a legit copy of this? Because holy shit, if true. And I look at it, I pick it up, I inspect it, I look at the disc. The disc is immaculate. It's a legit copy, which is weird because number one, it's an expensive Blu-ray. Number two, the hell is it still doing in a charity shop at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday? You know, that what it should have been snatched up as soon as the store opened. But no, it was there for me when I got it because there was a few other Blu-rays there. They had Reservoir Dogs, which I already have a tin of, a special edition tin. They even had a sealed copy of Home Alone 1, but I already have that, and I checked, it wouldn't have been really worth buying them just to trade in to CEX. I mean, I would have made some profit, you know, on a voucher. Like Reservoir Dogs, I probably would have gone €7 on a voucher. And then Home Alone, I think I would have gotten like 4 on a voucher. So, you know, turning €4 into 11 isn't too bad. But still, this was the only thing that I bought. And once I came home, I checked it. It works. It's perfect. And it's the 2017 release of 28 Days Later. So, yeah. Um, that's the price I paid. €2, or translating it into Great British Pound is £1.69. Into dollars, USD is $2.16. So yeah, she's legit. I tested it. She works. She is in there's a tiny few scratches here and there, but she is immaculate. Now, I know the original 2007 release is the one that's kind of more valuable, as well as an NTSC version. This is PAL. But I don't care. It's still worth around 30 to €40. There's only 2 listings as of recording this of this version on eBay. The most recent sold listing was the end of June. For I think it was €29 something cent, plus postage. So yeah, I got really lucky. I got super fucking lucky with this, and I cannot believe I got super fucking lucky with that. So that's all I have for right now. I'll be back when I have some posts to open, I suppose. I'll see you all in a second. Okay, so I literally just finished wrapping up a video that you would have already seen on the channel, and that was the mail day opening where I ordered from Amazon, CEX, and eBay. So if you want to see me actually open what I have to show for this bit of the pickups, that video is already existing on the channel. So yeah, let's go over what I have, because it is 3 Blu-rays, a video game, plus a action figure. So we'll start off with the Amazon order. I ordered Team America World Police on Blu-ray because it's a film I haven't seen in years. I've been wanting to rewatch it, so obviously I was going to pick it up on Blu-ray. And just realized the nubs here, so it could have fit a tray in for a second disc. So that's interesting. So yeah, absolutely love this film. Haven't seen it in in years, so very happy to add it into the collection. The video game. So like I said, I had ordered the first game in this series. Obviously, it showed up number 2 and 3, and that was Mass Effect. Now, I was slightly miffed when I got this. I decided to keep it, but I was very miffed when I got it because I ordered the normal edition. They sent me the 2-disc version without the second disc. So all I really got was the actual disc, the game disc, but not the bonus disc. It is complete. It was really scratched, but I tested it out on my Xbox One downstairs, and it seemed to work no problem. It installed onto the Xbox. I played a few minutes of it, and it worked. Then we get on to... So that was one of the CEX online orders. The other one, which I just got today, was for Hotel Transylvania 1, which I love the film. I watched all of them for the very first time this year. This is the best one. The rest aren't great, in my opinion. So, yeah, it even has disc art, which is pretty cool. And if I take out the disc, we have a backdrop for Hotel Transylvania itself. So I do own the second Hotel Transylvania film in my collection. Main reason why I bought it was because it was a cheap Blu-ray pickup. And the only good part of the second film is the last 10-20 minutes. But this is pretty good all the way through. The eBay order, obviously, was this Captain Picard action figure, which, if you want to see a more close-up version than what I'm showing now, then I suggest you go look for the video of the mail day. It isn't complete, obviously. It should come with a stand and the style of, the com badge there with saying Captain Picard, and he is missing his accessories. But for €3, I'm happy to add into the collection because it looks more like Sir Patrick Stewart than the newer release, which is behind me there. And so we get to what I actually bought in CEX that I didn't order. This has been there for a while, and I've been waiting for it, not necessarily waiting for it to go down in price, but I saw what the price was. I traded in a DS game that I had no way of playing. It was a Doctor Who game. I got €5 on a voucher. 3 of that went onto this. This was a film that I reviewed last year for my 400th subscriber special, and that was Die Hard, which I ended up loving. I thought I was going to go into this last year with that I was going to have another one of my hot movie takes of that I didn't like it. It is definitely not a Christmas movie. I will still fight everyone tooth and nail on that one, but I still enjoyed it. And of course, I am going to watch the others at some point. I'm going to go back to this franchise as well as the Alien franchise. But yeah, that is what I have for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to end this off now. Or, I'll give it another week. Okay, so I'm recording this a few days before this is actually due out. So I'm recording this on the 22nd. Yeah, the 22nd. So I'm recording this before this goes live. So I have 2 things here that I have ordered. I'm waiting on one more thing from Amazon. Now I could wait until later on, but one of the things I really want to see what it looks like. So we have one CEX order and something from Wish. So I'm going to save the Wish for last because it is Star Trek related. And we're gonna crack into the CEX order. I obviously know what this is because I ordered it and I also took out the slip. So let's crack in, and it is Medabots, the first 5 episodes of Medabots, which is a anime cartoon that I grew up on. And it's largely forgotten about today, except for those who grew up with it on Jetix and Fox Kids before it became Jetix. So yeah, it's the first 5 episodes of the anime, and I paid $150 for this, and in my opinion, I'm really happy to actually have this in the collection because I don't think they ever put out like a full box set of all the episodes of Metabots. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love this. Very happy to be adding this into my collection. So now we get on to the wish order, because it is something similar to what I've ordered from them before, and that is, this Star Trek pin badge. Obviously, she's seen better days, this pin badge, as you can see, but it's proper metal. Which I don't know why I flicked it because you couldn't really hear. But yeah, it's a 2-prong pin. You've seen me use it in thumbnails and stuff before. But yeah, it's I went for the silver one when I bought that instead of the gold one, which thinking on it now, I kind of wish I had gone for the gold one. But this is one that I seen on there, and I paid €10 including shipping for this one. So let's crack into it, and I have grabbed the box, and okay, so it actually is just coming like this. So that's actually honestly pretty good packaging from Wish. It's hit or miss. So what is it that I have ordered? If I can open it up, boom! It is the future pin badge from that we've seen in All Good Things and every other future Star Trek series after that. But not only that, it has been now canonized into the Prime timeline because thanks to Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. So it is a 1 pin. Both are metal. Very, very happy with this. Very happy to have another Star Trek pin badge in my collection. Let me just add this in onto my t-shirt. And yeah, there it is. So yeah, very happy with it. Tapping it, there's a little bit of a prick from obviously the pin, because as you can see with these ones, if I can get it to focus, you can kind of see it does stick out even. So like, tapping that like I am with this one, the spikes stick in. So yeah, very happy to have this. Like I said, I have one more thing coming in from Amazon, and then that will wrap up this video because I'm really excited about this Amazon one, because it's something that I've been not necessarily searching for a while, but one that I completely forgot about, and it's like incredibly hard to get. So I'll be back when I get the Amazon order. Okay, so a few hours later, I have the Amazon order. So I'm going to open up straight away, and I'm going to then talk about this film. Well, not necessarily a film, but it is a film. I'm going to talk about like how I'm a little nervous as to see if it actually is what I ordered and wasn't something else. But yeah, it is exactly what I ordered. I'm so fucking happy about that. So yes, it is Our Day Out, from the BBC Play of the Week. So this, I remember seeing, being shown it actually in secondary school, and it obviously came out in 1979, and yeah, so it's basically about this poor school with etc. in the 70s and that, and so they're all off on this school trip to Wales. One of the teachers, the male teacher here, is a kind of a dickhead, for the most part, and so on and so forth. So I completely forgot all about this existence. But, well, not necessarily. I remembered it, I just did not remember the name. Let me open this so I can get rid of the glare. And it wasn't until recently that I was just like, okay, let me type this what I can remember into Google and see what happens. And one of the first things that I see is this Reddit thread talking exactly about what I had described, and it mentioned this film Our Day Out. So I looked it up, and sure enough, it was what I was looking for. You know, I went watched the trailer for it, and I was like, yes. Now, I then went to try and find a physical copy of it because obviously I wanted to add it into my collection because I enjoyed this film when I seen it. Um, and then that's where I discovered that it was going to be difficult. You know, Play of the Week is something that does have physical media, but very rare will you find it. And I got lucky finding this on Amazon. Um, but when I did find it on Amazon, it was out of stock. And so one day, last Friday, um, I was just scrolling through and I saw this for €13, so about £11, and I was like, "Oh, it's in stock. I had a little bit extra left over, so I bought it, and then immediately after I bought it, it went out of stock. So until it was shipped, and I said it was dispatched the next day, I was a little worried that I wasn't actually going to get this. Thankfully, I did, but I also was worried that Amazon was going to send me something completely different once this went out of stock. Because literally, there wasn't many copies of it, and I swooped in, bought it. There was one available after I bought it. Maybe 5-10 minutes later, it was gone, completely out of stock. So yes, this is. I would say this would be kind of hard to track down. I did get it on Amazon, but yeah, I'm very very happy to add this into my collection so soon after remembering what it was. And that is going to wrap up this month's pickups video. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a good month, especially getting that really expensive Blu-ray early on this month. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I shall see you all on Monday for my Cinevlog for Deadpool and Wolverine. I'll catch you all next time.